A funeral is not where you go looking for a love story, but mixed with all the sorrow in this Fort Worth chapel, that's exactly what you could find. It's the story of Malcom and Betty Clinch, two Fort Worth teenagers married in 1945, but by their first anniversary, he was in the Army and thousands of miles away.
Dearest Betty,
Their granddaughter found that first anniversary letter just last week.
honey, I'd give anything just to be with you for today. It just doesn't seem right for us to be so far apart.
And for every anniversary that followed, and there would be 71 more, they were never apart again.
You could tell that they were in love. I always thought they never do anything apart. That's something that struck me as different. They always did everything together.
She could talk to anybody and know their life story in a minute, you know. And he was the same way. But they just enjoyed being together.
I think even in death they did that together. So
Even in death. Because after 72 years of marriage, 2 children, 4 grandchildren, and 8 great-grandkids, both Malcom and Betty at 90 years old were in failing health. Betty with Alzheimer's, Malcom a heart problem, and he knew their story was coming to a close.
And I don't think my grandmother was going to go anywhere without my grandfather. I think he knew my grandmother was going and he had to go first.
Malcom did pass first. Betty, just 10 hours later. Her granddaughter likes to believe he went first to be there, to show her the way.
He's a one-of-a-kind man.
So in Fort Worth on Monday, Malcom and Betty were side by side in a chapel again, a love story that ended as it began, together.
And he always
And as for their
signs
love
his
letters,
letter.
Malcom always ended them the same way. I'll always love only you.
All my love to the sweetest wife in the world, Malcom. How much he loved Granny, how much Granny loved him, and they didn't really want to be apart.
And so together they go, and in their love story, together, they will always be. In Fort Worth, Kevin Reece, Channel 8 News.